So, by the way, I mean, it should be noted and recorded that regarding the Starship, so today, I mean, during the later part of the trip, like the walking tour in Tel Aviv and Herzliya, I mean, so I've been in the Herzliya beach, and during the night, I've seen many both what I call the night ships, like that one, from the upper one, and also the landers, like the lower ones, in all sorts of colors. And also, I mean, I've seen like one moving, like, you know, above me. Some in very high speed, but what I've seen for the first time, I've now seen, I mean, today I've seen something that I haven't seen until now, never. And I've seen it several times today. It was very impressive, which is the phenomenon of the double clock. That is actually, I mean, the bigger than so many of the my paintings and my drawings or my sculptures of the starships. Like usually it's depicted like 2 clocks. Even though, I mean, up until now I've only seen 1 clock, like Nero, like one you see on the top. Like I've never actually seen 2. This is done from like divination, like from like prophecy. I mean, not. I mean, and I've never I've seen many starships, but they always look like. I mean, I refer to what I call the night ships. That are like, I mean, that are much smaller than, I mean, the day, the bar, you know, the thing from the Ash to, like, you know, from the Caribbean Room video, like, it's like a sun. The day ships are like suns, like terror, you know, terror machines that, I mean, you know, like radiate, like a continuous nuclear, you know, device that is exploding. But now I refer to the night ships, so, and like the day ships are like, I mean, like the effect is somewhat like, you know, the scene the Hanaton, you know, תחרית, how do you say תחרית? Like, I forgot the word, like, you know, like engraving, like, you know, famously. So it's something like that. Anyway, the night ships, I mean, usually depicted like, since years ago, there's two like clocks or 2 wheels. But up until now, I've only seen like 1 wheel that is actually very similar to actually what you see in these paintings. But not 2, but 1, and I suspect that maybe we'll see later like another one, like ones that are from 2, or maybe what I think is that 1 is actually 2. I mean, that are very close, like, you know, like a Oreo cookie. But today I've seen something for the first time that's actually surprised me, because I haven't thought about it like it's going to be that way, but I've seen it several times. And what I've seen is that this is actually a formation. This is actually a formation. I mean, so what you see, I mean, the observable phenomenon is you see 2 clocks that are moving like they are connected, like in parallel, but I mean, you don't see any connection between them. To my estimation, it's just that these are 2 starships that are moving in connection. So what you see is actually very similar to actually what you see in these paintings, but you don't see the axles that, I mean, connect the wheels. Maybe there are no axle, and the distance between the 2 might vary. Like I've seen 2 that actually flew like pretty far from each other. It's difficult to estimate to what length, but I mean they always kept the same distance and also the same, like, you know, inclination, like in parallel inclination. They just, I mean, move together. And I've seen several, like, you know, examples of this today, and it's very interesting. Just, I mean, 2 clocks that are moving together, and they are parallel to each other at varying lengths, but the length is kept, like it's fixed, and they move together. And it's very interesting to think, like, I mean, it's almost obviously like two ships, like, I mean, not 1 ship that is connected, like, in with kind of, like, you know, tangible, you know, machinery. It's almost certainly 2 ships in formation. But it's interesting. I mean, to hypothesize, like, what are they doing? Like, why do they create these formations? I mean, what are used for? And I mean, they are not far enough from each other, like. So you might think that it's kind of like, you know, a weapon system, like ones that hypothesize that they are from the 2 poles of, you know, the opposite direction of the Earth, so the magnetism can be used. I don't see how it can be used like for weapon, but maybe it can in a way that I have no, like, you know, outside of my knowledge of physics, certainly alien physics. But it's very nice to see them, like, you know, like they just move together, like they're connected, but they don't seem to be connected. וזה ופל עם קפה של מן, זה ממש זול.